I froze at the sight before me. There she was, Linda from a neighborhood association, not just trespassing, but living in my ranch house. I've been gone 2 weeks visiting my sister in Wyoming. When I returned to my 20-acre property in Texas, the gate was ajar, porch lights glowed, and smoke curled from the chimney like she owned the place. I climbed the steps, key in hand, but the door was already cracked open. Pushing it revealed Linda in my living room, wearing my plaid shirt over her sundress, hair in curlers, sipping tea like she'd always lived here. My recliner was draped with her blanket. My dog, Scout, sat beside her, bribed with treats, looking confused but calm. "What the hell, Linda? What you doing?" I shouted. Linda blinked like I was the intruder. "Oh, it's you," she said, sipping her tea. "I thought you'd be gone longer." "Gone longer?" I shouted. "You're living in my house." She shrugged. "You left it empty. It looked abandoned. The association has rules about unoccupied properties. I was looking after it. That's not how anything works." Then she set her tea down, grabbed her phone, and said the craziest thing I'd ever heard. "I'm calling the police. You're harassing a woman in her home." She dialed 911. "Hello?" "Yes, I'm at 77 Prairie Lane. A man broke in, screaming at me. I'm scared. Send help fast." I was stunned. Did she just claim I broke into my house? The police were coming, and I had no idea what they believe. Let me back up. This wasn't random. It started when Ethan Carter, a 34-year-old former mechanic, bought this land after inheriting money from my uncle. I wanted peace, horses, and space to breathe. My property wasn't part of the association. Deed made that clear. But Linda, mid-50s, always in oversized sunglasses, thought otherwise. She lived 2 lots over and spoke in passive-aggressive jabs. "Nice barn. Get it approved?" she asked when we met. "I'm not in the association," I said. Her smile was all teeth. "We'll see." Letters followed. First polite. "Please paint your fence to match community standards." Then aggressive. "Failure to comply may result in fines." Fines arrived for my horses and metal roofing. I fought back complaints, lawyer letters, but Linda kept coming. She'd show up at my gate, then driveway, then porch, clipboard in hand. I installed cameras, posted no trespassing signs, even called the sheriff when she tried sticking an association notice on my mailbox. She backed off briefly. I thought it was over. I was wrong. While I was gone, Linda hired a locksmith, claiming community safety, to enter my home. She moved in. When the police arrived, she ran out, sobbing. "Officers, that's him. He broke in." The cops, a man and woman, asked for my ID. I stayed calm. "This is my house. Deeds in that drawer, plus security footage." Linda screamed, "He's got a gun." I didn't. The officers tensed, hands near holsters. "Hands up." Time slowed. I raised them, heart pounding. "I'm unarmed. Check me." They did. Nothing. The female officer exhaled. "He's clean." Neighbors watched, filming. The male officer turned to Linda. "Ma'am, proof you live here?" She stammered. "I'm on the association board." "Not what I asked." "Lease. Utility bill." She claimed, "It's in the mail. I moved in 2 weeks ago. He abandoned it." I pointed to the drawer. "They found my deed, notarized, stamped." "Ma'am, you don't live here," the officer said. Linda's voice hitched. "You can't trust a paper. The association rules. This property isn't under your jurisdiction." He cut in. "We've told you before." Linda paled. "But it's community adjacent." The female officer snapped. "You trespassed and lied to us." "That's serious." I showed them footage of Linda with the locksmith. They told her to wait outside. Then she called someone, Victor, from the association's legal team. A black SUV rolled up, and out stepped Victor, smug in a tight polo. "Officers, I'm Victor Hayes, Association Legal Committee." The cop wasn't impressed. "This land isn't yours." Victor waved old maps, claiming historical covenants. The officer skimmed them. "This isn't a court. These mean nothing." Victor smirked at me. "Enjoy your land for now." He told Linda, "Let's go." She grabbed a duffel, muttering, "This isn't over." I thought it was. I changed the locks. But then trash appeared at my gate. Association letters kept coming. My mailbox was pried open. Tire tracks ruined my garden. Then a registered letter arrived. The association claimed my land as common grounds due to abandonment. This wasn't Linda alone. It was a plan to steal my property. And then Scout vanished. A text from an unknown number read, "Don't mess with Linda. Your dog's safe. For now." Rage burned through me. Scout was family. I called the sheriff, filed a report, and posted about Scout online. That evening, a teenage girl, Mia, showed up with Scout's collar. "Are you Ethan?" she asked, trembling. "He's okay. I fed him." She said her mom's friend, Linda, dropped Scout at their garage to teach someone a lesson. Mia saw my post and returned him. I drove to her house. Scout leaped into my arms, tail wagging. Mia sobbed, "I'm sorry. My mom said the association would fine us." I thanked her. The sheriff took my evidence, but Linda's influence slowed things. I dug deeper. Linda had forced a veteran to sell his land years ago, turning it into an association dog park. At the next association meeting, I walked in, folder in hand. Linda smirked. "Ethan, you hate meetings." "I hate criminals more," I said. Gasps echoed. I handed out proof. My deed, photos of Linda in my home, her locksmith invoice, Mia's statement. Linda's smirk faded. "This is a setup," she cried. The sheriff entered with a deputy and a DA's rep. "Linda Thompson, you're under arrest for trespassing, false reporting, pet theft, and obstruction." They cuffed her. She screamed, "You won't win." That night, a brick crashed through my kitchen window with a note, "You're next." Linda was in custody, so who sent it? I didn't sleep, shotgun across my lap. I hired a PI, Rachel, to investigate. She found emails between Linda and Mark, the association treasurer, planning fake fines and property grabs. The note's initials, HR, pointed to Hannah Reed, the quiet vice secretary. Hannah owned 800 acres around the community, building a luxury development, Redstone Estates. My land was in her way. Harassment escalated. False reports claimed I ran an illegal dog breeding operation in a campground. Rachel uncovered Hannah's role. One night, my cameras went offline. Red paint on my barn read, "You're not safe." I upgraded security, carry my gun. At another association meeting, I called out Hannah. "HR, that's you. You're behind the vandalism, the threats." She smiled. Proof. I had submitted everything to the sheriff. She stood calm. "You're unstable, Ethan." She left. That night, I heard excavators. Beyond my pasture, Redstone Estates was under construction, with a sign claiming association approval. Rachel confirmed it overlapped my land. Hannah's dummy committee had faked zoning permits through her cousin's firm. I filed an injunction. But then my porch was doused in gasoline, a match left as a warning. The sheriff raided the site, arresting the foreman. Hannah hid in a hotel. At 3 a.m., my neighbor Caleb called. "Look at the sky." My old shed was ablaze. Firefighters doused it, but tire tracks and a lighter engraved Reed pointed to Hannah. She vanished before arrest. Then she accused me of arson to hide illegal chemicals. Rachel found footage of Hannah buying gasoline hours before the fire. Hannah's final move, a forged letter claiming I'd sold my land to the association. Rachel and I raced to the county office, stopping it just in time. Outside, Hannah appeared, waving a federal eminent domain notice from a fake agency. Rachel spotted the forged seal. The sheriff arrested Hannah for fraud, conspiracy, and impersonating a federal authority. She snarled, "The association owns this town." But it was over. Linda, Anna, and Mark were indicted for racketeering. The association faced state review. Redstone Estates was scrapped, and Hannah paid to restore the land. Months later, I got a letter. My property was forever exempt from association control. I hosted a barbecue, neighbors laughing, kids riding horses. Caleb shook my hand. "You gave us courage." Standing by the fire pit, I knew this was about more than land. It was about fighting greed and injustice. This wasn't just my victory. It was a wake-up call. Have you faced bullies like Linda or Hannah? How far would you go to protect what's yours? Was I right to arm myself? Or did I escalate things? Share your thoughts below. Let's debate violence, justice, and standing up to corruption. Your voice matters.